Boom! What's up, everyone? What's going on? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. The market sell-off intensifying today as we get a little bit more downside thanks to some economic data that came out today. We're going to talk about it. We're going to break it down. I'm going to explain to you why good news is actually bad news right now in the twilight zone that we are currently finding ourselves living in here now today. Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream, folks. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, now the current head trader at True Trading Group. And I've been doing this for over 16 years now, guys. I began my career working at a hedge fund in New York City. It was my first job out of college. And then 2008 happened. And that was the Great Recession. And that was the worst stock market crash that most of you have ever lived through. But that also happens to be the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. I guess you can say I learned in environments just like we kind of find ourselves in here today with the stock market moving to the downside. And I've been doing this now, guys, like I said, for over 16 years. But now fast forward, I'm the head trader and co-founder of True Trading Group. And together with my team of 8 other professional trading mods and an over 20-person staff, we can say that we've helped thousands of traders and investors from all over the world learn to trade and profit consistently. TTG is the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that combines university level trading education and courses, premium stock market tools, workshops, mentorship on stocks, options, futures, crypto for all styles of trading, day trading, swing trading, long-term investing. We take our university level of education, we combine that with today's top financial tools that are worth well over $5,000 a year. We give you guys access to 10,000 of the most educative, supportive, helpful, and successful community of traders and investors. And of course, the real-time trade alerts from myself and the 8 other full-time trading mods, and that we've been able to maintain consistently now going on over 2 years, a cumulative win rate of around 80%. We also leave no trader behind inside of True Trading Group. So if you guys are new to the TTD YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, share this stream on your own social media. Let's reach out, let's empower, let's educate as many retail traders as we possibly can. Now, for those of you that are just joining us, we find ourselves today in some really unprecedented times. I understand a lot of the things that have gone on in the overall markets. We never had a pandemic before. We never had a pandemic that shut down the entire economy. And now we find ourselves in a situation where we've never really had an instance where unemployment was this low, the jobs market was this strong and this tight, and the Federal Reserve is going through an aggressive rate hike cycle to try to bring down inflation. At the same time, inflation has peaked and has started to work its way down, but the rate of which inflation has to come down with a Federal Reserve that's sitting there saying, hey, we're going to stay at this until the job is done. These are really unprecedented times. You got economic data today that was a hell of a lot stronger than people were expecting it to be. And you're in an environment today where the better the economic data, the more negative the market is taking it, because they feel that, well, that means that inflation is going to stay higher for longer. And if inflation is going to stay higher for longer, that means that the Federal Reserve is going to have to be more aggressive with raising interest rates, keeping interest rates high in order to bring down inflation. That's why what normally would have been excellent, celebrated, everybody's happy economic data that we got today surrounding jobs, surrounding the consumer. I'll tell you guys a little bit later on in the live stream exactly what that data was and why it's important, why it moved the market, but why it moved the market in a way that maybe most people that don't really understand what is moving the market and what the markets care about right now may not realize. Why would the markets go down if that's the information that came out today? And it's because in this environment, a strong economy is looked at as a negative. And you actually have an economy that is still showing you signs of strength in the jobs market. This is hands down one of the strongest jobs markets that we've ever seen. You continue to get readings where more jobs are available than even analysts are expecting them to be. You still have a situation where nearly 2 jobs are available for every 1 person that is looking for a job. That still is an extremely tight and strong job market that I believe is going to act as a buffer, as a bit of a shield, as we go into this rate hike environment. And when you understand what the markets actually care about and why the markets are going up or why the markets are going down, that is when you can position yourself for success. It's not very different from 2020. 2020, when the stock market crashed, the entire economy was shut down, completely closed. No businesses were open. Everybody thought, well, the stock market has to just keep going down, right? The whole economy's closed. Wrong. The stock market actually went to a new all-time high while the entire economy was closed. And a lot of people couldn't understand how that was possible. That's because they did not quite understand what the markets cared about. The markets are down and everybody is securely employed. Think about that for a second. Usually when you have the stock market go down more than 20%, it's because unemployment is on the way up. It's because you're going into a recession and people are starting to lose their jobs. But right now, you still have a 5-decade low unemployment number. Now, Federal Reserves in the past, when they've had to go through these rate hike cycles, they did not have the luxury of starting their rate hikes at 3.5% unemployment with 2 open job positions for every 1 person that is looking for a job. That's 50 years. 50 years we're talking about. The opportunity that we have here, guys, is just, I'm telling you guys this now, and I'm going to talk about this a little bit later on, like as we get deeper into this live stream. We got a bunch of questions I'm going to take from members. We got questions from members. We have questions from non-members that we're going to discuss, and we're going to have a more detailed conversation here on the live stream. But guys, the volatility that this market is giving you, August is usually not this busy of a month. But when you take a look at the charts and you take a look at the size of some of the moves that the markets are making, take a look at this. Look at the month of August. Look at the size of these moves. This is typically not what you guys are going to be seeing. August is usually a very slow month in the market. Volume is typically lower. But look at how we're finishing out the month. Moves to the downside, increasing volume. This is unprecedented times in this market. Usually markets are not this volatile. You guys have to take advantage of this volatility while it is still in front of you. Learn how to trade in this environment. I actually had a conversation with a trial member today about, I don't know, because, if this was a bull market, I would be learning, I would be joining, I would want to learn about the markets. You want to learn about the markets in a bear market, not a bull market. Bear markets are where there's more volatility. Therefore, there's more trading opportunities for traders to make money on the way up, but also on the way down. And you will create solid, fundamental, good habits in bear markets like risk management, patience, discipline, all characteristics that no matter what your trading style is, I don't care what your style is. You show me a successful trader, that trader, I guarantee you, has patience, has discipline, and has good risk management. Because those are characteristics that any trader that's going to be consistently profitable needs to have. Not wants to have, needs to have. And those are the traits that you're going to build in a bear market, not in bull markets. In 2021, a lot of people got involved in the markets, got a complete false sense of reality. Oh, they just thought everything just always goes up. If something goes down, just buy more and hold on to it, and then everything will just work its way back up to the upside. Wrong. That's not what happens. And a lot of people that made money last year have lost all of it this year. Some even worse. They lost the money they made and then some. Learning in this environment can set you guys up for the next 2, 3, 5, 7, 10 years to be able to profit from the markets on a consistent basis. I'm actually going to be bringing on my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group, Adam. He's going to help me with today's conversation here in just a bit. But I also want you guys to understand that I want the markets to actually go lower from here because I still have money on the sidelines that I want to get into this market this year. I've been telling you guys now over the last month, okay? I invested a good chunk of cash in June of this year. I still, though, have cash on the sideline that I want to get into this market between September and October. That is when I am looking to deploy a nice chunk of cash that I have sitting on the sideline right now into a long list of stocks that I'm going to be adding to my long-term portfolio. Some of these stocks I already own. I want more. Other stocks are going to be brand new purchases for me. My TC fam, you guys, I'll have a whole list for you on exactly what it is, what stocks I'm going to be buying, and you guys will know exactly the day and everything like that, just like we always do, right? So like on June 17th, that's when I added like 18 different stocks in my long-term portfolio. My TC fam, you guys all know what those stocks are. But September and October, I'm looking to put more money to work because that's what you do when markets go down. When markets go down, I don't care what the reasons are. There's always a reason. Right? Whatever the reasons are, there's always a reason. Markets went down this year. Markets went down in 2020. Markets went down in 2018. They went down in 2016, 2015, 2011, 2008. There's always a reason why the markets have gone down. And everybody always tries to say when the markets go down, oh, but this time it's different. This time it's different. This time it's different. This time it's different. This time the market's going to go to zero. Okay. The market's not going to go to zero. It's not going down 80%. And I'm going to look to take advantage because every single time that the markets have gone down more than 20% in 1 year, it's been a buying opportunity. And what determines a buying opportunity? Meaning if you waited every single year when the S&P went down 20% or more, and then you invested at that exact moment, even if you didn't catch the bottom, let's say the markets went down 30%, 40%, but let's say you invested when the S&P was down 21%. Within 1 to 2 years later, regardless of when in history you invested, you're up money. Not 80% of the time, not 90% of the time, literally 100% of the time. So that is how you build wealth. Stock market's the greatest builder of wealth. And in times like this, when people get scared that the market's going down, there's nothing to be scared about. You should be selfishly wanting the market to go down. You literally want your friends to suffer and cry about their 401ks going down because that means that you have an opportunity to add stocks in your long-term portfolio at discounted prices. And you're going to look back 2, 3, 5 years from now, and you're going to say, wow, I sure am damn glad that I invested when AMD, NVIDIA were down 50% on the year. When Apple was down 25, 30% on the year. When Alphabet and Microsoft were down 35, 40% on the year. You're going to look back and you're going to thank yourself for taking advantage of those opportunities. All right. You all need to understand that the markets are not going to zero. Whenever the markets go down, it is a gift for investors that have the wherewithal, the patience, and the knowledge to take advantage of it. 2008, everybody thought the world was ending. Literally during 2008. And remember, I was on Wall Street 2008. I was working at a hedge fund, right? I was there. I traded through it. I know exactly what happened. All right. You literally had people in 2008 that thought that was it. The stock market was never going to go back to the all-time high from 2007. They're like, that's it. It's never going to go back. We literally went back there a couple years later. I rest my case. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead. I want to bring on my business partner and my co-founder of True Trading Group. Everybody, his name is Adam. For those that don't know, we call him Shug, and he's going to help me kind of continue on with this conversation. Adam, what's up, man?
Oye, Mikey, dímelo.
Oh, hey, buddy. I like the hat.
Thank you. Look, I'm swagged out. I'm dripping swagoo today.
Yeah, you're dripping TTG swag today.
That's right. All right. What a crazy, crazy day.
It really is. I mean, it's a crazy month. It's a crazy year. It's just a crazy time to be involved in these markets. And this remains to be the greatest trading environment that I've ever seen. And I think one of the greatest long-term investing opportunities that we're going to have is here in September and October as well.
So let me ask you a question.
Sure.
You went and learned what you learned, during one of the greatest recessions and financial crisis this world has ever seen. You keep saying this is not 2008. This is not 2008. Are there any similarities between this and 2008?
Yeah, there are. There's some similarities as far as data and statistics, like where the real estate market is as far as the the supply of housing and the time period of housing, and you're talking about like a 9 or 10 month supply being on the market. That is similar to what happened in 2008, where the housing market just went from, red hot, and then the housing market then just kind of dried up. But it was a very different scenario that led to that. So like a lot of people like to point to the housing market statistics of 2008 and the housing market statistics of 2022 to try to make that correlation. And yeah, some of the stats are similar, but the underlying fundamental health of the financial system and mortgage-backed securities are not the same. And where the consumer is in relation to the debt that's owed on the mortgages and their ability to pay those mortgages is also not the same. So there was a complete breakdown in 2008 in the financial system, and you just don't have that here today. So I do expect housing prices to come down, but I do not expect housing prices to just completely collapse like they did in 2008 because of supply. You still have a low real estate supply, and that's going to stick around here for a little while. I expect real estate prices to moderate, but I do not expect the real estate prices to crash. So I mean, there are some similarities that people like to draw to, but the one thing that's for certain, you didn't have the job market that you have back in 2008.
How correlated is the real estate market to the stock market? Like, how much does one affect the other?
A lot, actually.
And out of that, in your opinion, how much of that is driven by institutions versus retail?
The stock market and the real estate market are actually, pretty closely tied together. The real estate market has a lot to do with consumer sentiment. When the value of someone's home goes up, they feel rich. When the value of someone's home goes down, they feel poor, even though their financial situation has not changed virtually at all. Because just because the value of your home goes up, you're not just going to sell it. Just because the value of your home goes down, you're not just going to sell it. Really, your financial situation hasn't changed at all, but it feels good to know that you bought a house for $500 and now it's worth $650. It feels crappy to know you bought a house for $750 and now it's worth $500.
I mean, same is true for anyone's long-term portfolio.
Very true. Very true. But the thing that's different about real estate is that real estate is not liquid. It's very easy for you to sell a stock that you are down on. You can buy, for example, if somebody goes into the market right now and they buy a stock and the stock goes down 15%, they might immediately get scared and say, oh man, this isn't working out. I'm just going to sell it. But you can buy a house. If your house goes down by 15%, you're not going to go, oh my goodness, I better hurry up and sell this house because this investment's not working out. People don't do that. You can't do that. It takes such a long process to sell a home. It's not easy to just liquidate a real estate asset. It's easy to liquidate a security or an equity or something else. So the mindset that consumers have is very different when they look at real estate versus when they look at, let's say, stocks and equities. Okay. But real estate makes up a huge portion of money and wealth and just how the consumers spend. So there is a very close correlation, which is why when the housing market completely collapsed in 2008, you had the worst recession that we've ever experienced.
Right. So follow me here for a second. So obviously that's how it's different. So essentially what you're saying is that 2008, there was a systemic problem within the housing market, which affected everything.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Here, this is a problem of inflation because we decided to give out free money to everyone in droves, during the pandemic. Is that would you say that's correct?
Yeah.
So there was not a systemic, I mean, people will argue, that, oh, of course there's systemic problems, but for the purpose of this example, there really wasn't a systemic issue. Like the issue was COVID. The issue was giving out free money at that time.
Yeah.
That is why we are in the boat that we are in, correct?
Yeah. You also have to consider this. In 2008, the economy broke on its own. in
What
2022,
do you mean? You said it was systemic. I mean, you mean it broke on its own because of the systemic issue?
meaning it wasn't because the Fed was raising interest rates to purposely break the economy, right? The real estate market completely collapsed on itself. Okay. And what's happening now is that the economy was so strong, inflation had gotten completely out of control, that the Federal Reserve is now trying to stop the economy from continuing at a pace that is just going to send inflation higher. So the starting point is very different, is the point that I'm making, is that the economy going into 2022 was the hottest economy that we've ever seen, coming out of like post-war era, going back to like the roaring 20s. This was the hottest economy that people have really ever seen, mostly because of all the stimulus and the free money that was just dumped out to everybody, from both from a monetary policy, but also from a fiscal policy standpoint. It was both free money from the Federal Reserve, which is monetary policy, and free money from from Congress, which is fiscal. Okay, Congress is fiscal, Fed is monetary, and they were both dumping trillions of dollars of free money onto the economy. And now this inflation is the result, and the hottest economy that anybody that's watching this live stream has probably ever seen, and it's not sustainable. And now the Fed realizes. Good.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Finish your sentence. I'm sorry.
And just, the Fed realizes, hey, you know what? And even though they haven't admitted it yet, the Fed made a mistake and government made a mistake. They kept the stimulus going for far longer than they needed to.
You'll get a lot. Look, I'm not saying that from a financial standpoint. I think you're going to get a lot of, some people, it doesn't matter if they're wrong or right. You're going to get some people that are going to argue that point because they were told they couldn't go to work. So what do? That's not the Fed didn't make that decision. Hey, the Fed didn't say you can't go to work. So it, and the Fed and nor any of the administration, whether it was previous or current, they didn't, they're not responsible for creating the pandemic. So, I mean, there was a lot of stuff at play, man. Right. My question here is, fast forward a little bit. Let's talk about this for a second. Two big things happened today, right? What piece of information did we get about the jobs market today? What did we get?
Today you got job openings. Job openings were expected to come in at 10.3 million.
So just so we're on the same page, that's 10.3 million jobs that are opening, or that are open within the United States.
Correct. So that's how many open job positions there are right now. There's 10 people. They were expecting 10.3 million. Okay. They were expecting 10.3 million open job positions, and it came in nearly 11.3 million. So almost 1 million. It was about 950,000 job openings more than what people were expecting there to be. Now, normally that would be great news, right? You're like, oh, wow, more jobs available. That's fantastic, right? People are looking for jobs, that they can find one very easily. That's great. Not when inflation is running out of control, right? When inflation is high, having a tight job market like that, where there's so many open job positions, creates what's called wage inflation. Now, wage inflation works.
Wait, hold that thought. Give me a sec, because I had a follow up to the first part.
Okay, go ahead.
So hold that thought on wage inflation, and we're going to come back to it. But there was another piece of data that came out today, right? And just real quick, how honest or how often do these these job openings come out? These statistics.
Every month you're going to get different jobs, different.
Okay, so it's a monthly thing that people can watch for, right?
Yeah, right. But there's other pieces of jobs data too.
No, I know. I'm just trying to get an understanding. So today was how many openings, right? Okay. The other piece of data that came out today was consumer sentiment.
Yeah.
Before you get into that, can you explain what that is? What is consumer sentiment? Why did it matter? Why does it go hand in hand with the job openings today?
Consumer sentiment is really how confident does the consumer feel about their state in the economy and their financial situation, right? So If the consumer is confident, that typically means they're going to be spending money. When consumers have very low confidence, they typically pull back their spending. So when you have situations where, okay, it makes total sense why consumer sentiment was higher than it was expected to be, again, which normally would be a very good thing. But in this environment, it's a bad thing because the Fed needs the economy to slow down. The Fed needs consumers to stop spending money. But the consumer takes a look at gas prices. They see gas prices have come down like $1.15 a gallon over the last month. That makes consumers feel better. They
Right.
see that that there's all the open job positions that are out there. That makes consumers feel better. That increases their confidence.
Yeah. We you know, a lot of the articles that I read today, I'm looking at one on Market Watch right now. It says consumer confidence rises for the first time in 4 months.
Yeah.
On cheaper gas prices and slower inflation. I think that's the part people are getting hung up on is that they're like, oh, well, inflation has peaked. There's no, I don't think that there's a debate on that, right? I feel like inflation has definitely peaked. I feel like now it's a matter of how quick can inflation come down.
That's exactly right.
And I think that is the primary issue. And I think that, yes, we saw it peak. We see it start to come down. We're going to get August numbers in September, right?
I'm sorry, say it again.
We're going to get August inflation numbers in September.
Yes, in about 2 weeks.
Okay. So, and obviously everyone's going to be watching there. And you and I were talking about this earlier. You know, you want to see it come down more than just a point. Yes. You want to see it come down. It doesn't have to go from 8.5 to 5. But if it goes 8.5 to 8.1, that's good.
Yes.
You know, and you and I were talking earlier about this, and somebody had it in chat. I'm gonna find the question. Yes, Just Rico in chat says, and this is spot on. This is exactly what you and I were talking about. Just Rico says, if the job market remains strong and inflation continues decreasing, even if slowly and incrementally, does that equal a soft landing? Go ahead.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So what a soft landing is, okay, and now this is the big debate, right? The big debate amongst everybody in the stock market is, can the Fed orchestrate a soft landing or not? What is a soft landing? Bringing down inflation without a meaningful uptick in unemployment. That's a soft landing, okay? Without a meaningful slowdown in GDP productivity and growth. Not a soft landing would be bringing down inflation because of a recession and a spike in unemployment. That's not a soft landing. That would be a hard landing. Okay. That's the big debate. Now, the reason why right now such strong jobs numbers were taken as a negative is because inflation is still so high, and when the market says, okay, well, that's going to make the Fed's job harder. So the Fed's going to have to be tougher. So if the Fed's tougher, that increases the chances of a recession and a hard landing. But if, and again, this is an if, but you have to understand we're having this conversation so that you can understand what the markets care about, so you can understand what would make the markets go up and what would make the markets go down. Too many people get too blinded by their thoughts or whatever, and you're not accepting the fact that this is an extremely fluid situation where new pieces of data are coming to the forefront, literally almost on a daily basis, weekly basis. You're getting new pieces of data that the market's going to digest, and the market's going to price in the probability of either a soft landing or a hard landing. And every piece of data that comes out matters. If you start to see inflation comes down significantly, and this is what you were talking about before, Adam. You and I had this conversation. If inflation goes from it went from 9.1 in June to 8.5 in July. That's 60 basis point drop. That's good, right? So if you go from 8.5, let's say, to 7.9 or 8.0 in August, that's good. Then let's say in September it drops to 7.3. That's good. If that happens, and again, I don't know if that's going to happen, but if that happens, Now, all of a sudden, the market's going to start to say, hold on a second. You have this extremely tight job market still. Yes, it will soften. Okay. It will soften. We're not going to stay at 3.5% unemployment. There will be more layoffs coming in the next few months. The job openings that there are will start to go away. That has
right.
to
And
happen.
we'll circle back to that because I have some questions on that as well, but just kind of give us the
right. So that has to happen. It will happen. It has to happen. Okay. But if you look, let's fast forward 2 months from now. If inflation, let's say CPI numbers at 7.2, and the jobs market is still as tight as it is, all of a sudden the stock market's going to start to think, wait a second, maybe this soft landing is actually possible because now inflation has come down significantly for 3 consecutive months. Jerome Powell told us he wants to see multiple months of meaningful decline in inflation in order for them to feel like they've got inflation under control. Therefore, the Fed can be less aggressive. Therefore, they can raise rates at a slower pace. And the jobs market does not break. Now, all of a sudden, the probability of a soft landing starts to increase. This is why all of these pieces of information matter. And you're going to switch from literally in a matter of 2 months from strong jobs data is a negative, which is where you are right now, to maybe all of a sudden 2 months later, strong jobs data would all of a sudden become a net positive. And that's how the markets will shift from what aspects, what pieces of information does the market care about? What pieces of information will make the markets go up? What will make it go down? You need to understand that in order to be able to take advantage of the opportunities that this market is giving you. And that is what we will teach you and we walk you through inside our True Training Group.
So, I think the thing to focus on right now is I see people saying in chat, layoffs are coming. Layoffs are coming. Yeah, of course they are. Layoffs. Of course they are.
No one's saying they're not.
Right. And honestly, they have to. I don't. Look, nobody wants people to get laid off. Nobody wants people to lose their job.
You're gonna get a wave of layoffs when the summer's over. All the summer
right.
jobs, people will be laid
100%.
off.
So we also can't sustain what's happening in the jobs market right now. And if it doesn't soften a bit, we're never going to be able to bring inflation down. Then we got bigger problems.
Way bigger problems.
Way bigger problems. So I think it's, at least for me, Mike didn't say it. I was hoping he would, but he didn't. But, for me, I'll share this part of the conversation that we had earlier. Mike and I right now are both aligned that right now it does look probable that if inflation continues to come down, that scenario of a quote soft landing becomes a hell of a lot more likely.
It would. Yeah.
And honestly, I'm trying to think of another time. I mean, look, Mike, you have way more experience in the markets than I do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, can you think of another time where people have been this employed, this secure, and have had this much volatility and these lower prices in the stock market?
I've never seen a bear market with record low unemployment in my life. I've never seen a situation where the S&P was down more than 20% in a year and unemployment was at a 5-decade low. Those two things do not mix. It's like, that's like saying it's July and you walked outside and your glass of water froze into ice. It doesn't, those two things just do not happen together.
Right. And that's part of the thing that I was saying earlier is like, no Fed has ever pulled off a soft landing, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that
no, that's not true. That's not true.
It's just not the normal thing.
Correct. It's like 80, like it's like the percentage of when Feds have gone into rate hike cycles, they've pulled off a soft landing about 20-25% of the time.
So, and that is with, quote, normal conditions, right? Like the jobs market follows the patterns that it should follow, and you know what I mean? Like, quote, normal conditions. I don't, I mean, we all seem to be pretty insulated right now. And I get that not everyone is going to be insulated. Yeah. Now, I'm sure there's people out there that have lost their jobs, that are in unfortunate circumstances, and that sucks. And nobody wants that for anybody, but at the same time, it's, you try and, you always say, okay, this time's going to be different. This time is going to be different. This time really is different. There isn't another time that anyone can remember where this is what is happening.
You would associate 5-decade low unemployment. You would associate that with a thriving economy and an all-time high stock market. If you go back throughout history and you look at the periods in where unemployment was at record lows, it lines up with situations where the markets are near all-time highs. You don't usually have these situations where in June, the markets are down 25% and unemployment's 3.6. And then to make matters even crazier, after you get this big crash in the market, unemployment actually went from 3.6 in June to 3.5 in July. That's not normal. Okay. I've never seen that in my career where you've had a bear market where unemployment's actually going down. I've never seen that before. Okay. So, the jobs market, it needs to soften, and it will. Okay. Unemployment will tick up. There will be more layoffs. The job openings will start to go down. But the thing that I like about what I'm seeing is that every single person is talking about a recession. Every single one. It's almost like if inflation does continue to come down, and again, we're going to find that out in the next 2 months, right? Once you get August, once you get September, we'll know the answer. If inflation has come down as quickly as the Fed would like it to, or if it just stays up at 8, right? We're going to find that out. But if it does, you have a situation where consumers are fully employed and they have talked themselves into changing their spending habits to where inflation has actually come down and consumer spending looks like recessionary spending, even though everybody is fully employed. And talking yourself into a recession will actually result in a very mild, short-lived recession that could help bring inflation down, but make the recovery that much faster and that much easier to achieve, rather than having a recession where unemployment spikes to 10%. You know what would have to happen for unemployment to go from 3.5 to 10%? I don't see it happening. And
no,
the longer that this goes on,
there's no way.
Yeah, the longer that this goes on, like I was surprised today to see
I was floored.
Those jobs numbers. I thought for sure that we would have seen the job openings start to come down. And I was like, that's it. Going forward, we're going to start to see now every single month, you're going to get less and less job openings. And every single month, you're going to get more and more and more people with jobless claims. I was convinced that for the rest of the year, jobless claims are going to start to go up and job openings are going to start to go down for the rest of the year. That was going to be the trend. So when I saw another uptick in job openings, it's like, what the hell? But the longer that goes on, the more chance you have that buffer of time that inflation could come down while the job market doesn't crack. The chances of a soft landing actually increase as you go through time. That's what I'm talking about. The environment, the situation that we find ourselves in, it's completely unprecedented. I've never seen it. I've never seen the markets down over 20%.
Nobody has.
Yeah. It's just, that's why I can't wait to see what the August
That's another
CPI data is
reason
going
that
to
people
be.
are having such a difficult time predicting a lot of it.
Yeah.
So, it's just crazy. I mean, look, you and I have been at this for a while, and I have never seen a more volatile stock market. It used to be that if people wanted volatility, you had to go to crypto or you had to go to the OTC. You know what I mean? If you want OTC being over the counter, garbage, penny stocks, we don't trade them. None of the, whatever. But I'm just saying that is where historically, if you wanted extreme volatility, that is where you would go. If you wanted, and what do you call it? And then, I mean, it's just, you used to look at the main exchanges, the NASDAQ, the New York Stock Exchange, and think, okay, there's some good trades every once in a while, but there isn't that like sexy volatility, the volatility
This is
that,
as sexy gets, bro.
yeah, this is wild what's happening here. This is one of those things that's just like, anyone that is educated and knows what they're doing, or is around people that know what they're doing, has a serious advantage right now.
Big time.
Because I can't imagine that this is just the new stock market.
Listen, it's
like this has to correct at some point.
So it will. So basically, what you have, the norm, okay, throughout history, the average, the S&P 500 goes up 9 to 11% a year. That's the average. Now that's factoring every year, all the ups, all the downs. The average, 9 to 11% gain per year. That's the norm. You have to realize what happened 2018, 2019, 2020, and 2021. 2018, the markets dropped about 20%. 2019, the markets went up over 20%. 2020, the markets dropped 36% and then went up 16%. 2021, the markets went up about 26%. This is anything but the norm. Now, 2022, the markets go down 25%. Where is that 9 to 11% norm, right? That 9 to 11% norm will come back. Once you go through this.
Do you think it will, or do you think that this is going to be the new way things are?
No, I think we will. Once you get through, and once inflation comes back to 2.5, right? Once the Fed, they stop raising rates, and eventually once inflation does get back to 2.5, the Fed will then cut rates back down. Okay, so once that happens, and things kind of stabilize, you'll go back to a slow, steady 2-3% GDP growth, and you'll go back to the 9, 10, 11% average returns on the S&P for 2024, 2025, go from there. But what the volatility that you have this year, it really is unlike anything that I've seen, because it's every day. Like typically, even when you have volatile years in the stock market, there are periods of volatility spikes and there's periods of complete calm. You haven't had periods of complete calm this year.
The not longer than a week.
Yeah, that's it. You get a week. 1 week you get and it's always been, the markets have been quiet for 1 week only because a major catalyst was coming and nobody wanted to take a big bet. It happened before your May CPI number, and it happened before your July CPI number.
And if you really want to get crazy, isn't it funny how human behavior follows nature in that sense? Literally the quiet before the storm.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Literally the quiet before the storm. And like it's human nature, or human behavior following nature. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, man. It's true. That's very true. Good point.
Yeah, I just, look, I mean, it's a great time. I thought that 2021 and 2020 were going to be the biggest opportunities that anyone had ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
I know you said it a lot that this year was going to be the year of the active trader. This is the year to get involved in the markets. I don't even think that you had an idea of how big this was going to be this year.
So far, the decline that we saw, I mean, if people have been following the True Trading Group YouTube channel for longer than the last 8 months, then you know that in November and December, I said that I expected a bear market in 2022, where I said I thought that the markets would go down around 25% in 2022, maybe 30%. That was what I said at the end of last year, which is why I publicly sold out of my long-term portfolio, raised a bunch of cash, but then I've started putting some of that cash back to work in the markets here over the summer. But I still have cash on the sideline that I want to deploy between September and October. And I expected this pullback in the markets, obviously, right? I mean, you guys can, if you follow the channel, then you know that I've been talking about that for a long time. And if you're new to the channel, you can just go back during that time period and just watch some of the live streams. They're right here on this channel for you. But I didn't expect this much volatility. Like I know I said, and I called 2022. I kept telling people last year that 2022 is going to be the year of the active trader. And what I meant by that was we are going to be able, as active traders, we're going to be able to have the advantage over the professionals in the sense of this. We can be long one day and short the next. Hedge funds can't. Okay? Hedge funds they're too big. It takes them weeks, sometimes months, to change their positioning from long to short. And I thought you're going to get such volatility where you'll be up one week, down the next, where a lot of bigger institutions are going to have no choice but to just sit through that volatility and just hold on to their positioning until there's a bigger market directional move that they want to set themselves up for. Versus us, we've been able to be short for a week, long for a week, short for 2 weeks, long for a week, short for another week. Like, we've been able to take advantage of that. And it seems like every single time that it looks like the markets are going to slow, you get another wild and crazy move. The moves that this market is giving you is just nothing short of amazing. Guys, I've been doing this for a long time, and this is some of the best trading action that I've ever seen. So I mean, and it's like it's all coming true. Members, some of our members are having their best years ever. You got members in True Trading Group that are actually hitting milestones, their biggest day, their biggest week, their biggest month, their biggest year ever. I'll ask TGG members of True Trading Group. I'd actually like to know real quick, if you guys are making money in this environment, you're making money in this environment, I want you to type the $ in chat right now. This is if you're a member. Very simple question. You guys making money in this environment? Type the $ if that's the case. And anybody that's not a member, if you guys can't figure out how could anybody be making money when the markets are crashing 1,000 points in a single day, just look at some of these comments. Look at all the people that are going to type the $ here. You got 1,300 people that are watching this live stream right now on all the different media platforms. Welcome all of you, but pay attention to how many TGG members that you have on here that are telling you that they're making money in this environment. You got to learn how to make money when stocks go down. You can't just only learn how to make money when stocks go up, because when stocks go down, that's actually when there's more opportunity, because that's when there's more volatility. And you can learn to profit from that volatility, take that cash, and then load it up in your long-term portfolio when the stock prices come down, and you can grab companies like Apple and Microsoft and Alphabet and Meta and Amazon and AMD and Qualcomm and Broadcom and Nvidia and all of these amazing companies that 2, 3, 5, 7 years from now are just going to completely rule this earth. And you're going to be able to grab those prices at significantly discounted numbers. Look at these people typing the $ in chat. There's no difference between them and you. Like, everyone that's on this live stream that's not a member, the people that are typing the $, they found True Trading Group the exact same way that you did. And that's literally one of these live streams.
But by default, because we don't have any other way that we put ourselves out.
Right. We don't market ourselves. We don't spend millions of dollars on marketing like these other programs that are out there, guys. We just do these live streams. and we provide information. I give you free lessons, free analysis, and people find True Trading Group and they learn more in an hour and a half with me on a live stream than they do in the entire last year trying to figure this stuff out on their own. These people all had the same excuses that you guys have had, right? Like they've got full-time jobs. They had small accounts. They lost money in the market before. They had no experience whatsoever. But now here they are making money and telling you that they're actually thriving and learning in a bear market. When everybody's freaking out about inflation, a recession, war, everything's got food, everything, energy, everyone's freaking out. And members are sitting here telling you they're having their best years they've ever had. That's a direct result of the volatility and the opportunity that this market presents to you. It's not going to always be like this. Take advantage of it while it's here.
So I got a question for you real quick. Why is it better for somebody to get involved in the markets now and learn in this environment versus getting cashed up in a year like 2020 and then trading in this environment?
It's better to learn in this environment because, and I kind of touched upon this a little earlier, it's better to learn in a more volatile environment because it teaches you and forces you to develop the core fundamental characteristics and traits that are required for you to be consistently profitable in the stock market. There's a lot of different styles of trading, right? There's day trading, there's swing trading, there's trend continuation, there's trend reversal, there's high volatility trading, low volatility trading, there's channel trading, range trading. There's so many different types of styles. I don't care what your style is. If you show me a successful trader, I will show you a trader that has discipline, that has patience, and has good risk management. Because without those three characteristics, you will not be consistently profitable. Sure, you'll make money here and there when you swing for the fence and hit a home run, and then you'll strike out 5 times and you'll lose all the money that you just made from the home run. And you'll repeat that process over and over and over again, and you're never going to get anywhere, and you're never going to reach the goals that you really have of consistently month after month, year after year, earning extra income from the market. And you can get away with mistakes in years like 2021 when just everything goes up. Everything goes up. Doesn't matter what you're in. Right? You make mistakes, you buy the wrong thing, it goes down, you just buy more, and you wait long enough, eventually it goes back to the upside. That creates very bad habits. It creates a complete false sense of reality. It is a complete breakdown of risk management, and people don't actually realize the risk that they're taking when they're getting themselves into positions. It's actually a nightmare. And there's probably hundreds of people that are on this live stream that experience exactly that, where 2021, they just bought whatever. If it went down, they just bought more. They just held. And eventually, if they held long enough, it went back up and they made money. And those exact same people tried doing that this year, and you got your head taken off. There's probably hundreds of you on this live stream that have experienced exactly that. But no matter what your style, and we'll teach you all the styles. In True Trading Group, we teach you everything. We day trading, swing trading, long-term investing. We do aggressive, conservative, stocks, options. We do everything. We will teach you everything in True Trading Group. It's not just myself. It's myself plus now 9 other TTG traders that are professional traders, that are moderators in True Trading Group, that are calling out trades and providing you market commentary. And we all have our own styles of trading. We're going to teach you all those different styles, so you can figure out which one's best for you. That's what we call trader identity, figuring out.
And what would be the benefit of somebody that has this experience already coming into something like True Trading Group?
Oh, well, there's nothing better than being part of a group of traders that all know what to look for and that are making each other better. I mean, listen, I myself and the other moderators in True Trading Group, yes, we make our members better traders, but guess what? Members also make us better traders as well, because I only have 2 eyeballs. I can't look at 1,000 different stocks during the day. There are many times during the day that a member will bring a trade setup to my attention that I otherwise was not looking at. and I go, wow, that's actually a really nice looking setup. I take the trade and I make money on it. Well, that's money that is in my pocket now that would not have been if a member didn't bring that to my attention. But the member is able to identify those opportunities because we've taught them how to do that. We've taught them what opportunities look like in the stock market. So when they see it, they can identify it. They can bring it to everyone else's attention. That's the benefit of trading in a group like TTG. It's not to just stroke the ego of some head trader and just watch somebody just make a bunch of money and just be in awe of them. No, that's not what True Trading Group certainly is about. TTG is about joining a community of traders. We're about 10,000 traders from all over the world that genuinely give a damn about each other's success. And that's why we say welcome to the family when you join True Trading Group. So you guys are whether you've been trading for 20 years, we have members in True Trading Group that have been, we have stockbrokers that have been, trading for over 20 years. We've got former market makers that are with True Trading Group. We've got wealth managers that manage money for 50 high net worth individuals. And then we have people also that have never traded a stock a day in their life before they join True Trading Group. And then we have everybody in between. Our syllabus is broken up. So like the syllabus is a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned when I worked at the hedge fund in New York. But there's beginner courses and there's advanced courses. Joe, if you want to even maybe post the syllabus in chat, we can put up a link there. So guys, if there's anything, if you guys want to see the courses and the topics that you're going to learn as a member, you can click on the link that we just posted in chat. That'll actually show you a list of all of the courses and topics that you're going to learn as a member. So you guys can see for yourself what you're going to learn. But we'll teach you guys all that stuff as a member of TTG.
Yeah, not only that, right? Not only just the courses, but and we kind of skim over this some nights, and I just want to make sure everyone fully understands real quick. Part of what makes True Trading Group is the fact that we're an actual platform. So with True Trading Group, we set out to kind of put all the best financial tools like under one roof with all the courses, right? And you're never upsold for courses or tools. All of this is included. And for example, you get ETNA's simulator. This is a full-fledged simulator. It's unbelievable. It's in University of Wisconsin Whitewater, Berkeley Haas. This is what those universities use for their students, for their finance students, right? Okay, yeah, I thought it was messed up on YouTube, but we're good. So you guys get access to this simulator. This simulator comes with real-time, full depth level 2, full book level 2, thanks to Quote Media, right? You get Quote Media's full book level 2 and real-time streaming quotes. That's included for free when you sign up. You get Benzinga Pro's live newsfeed and Squawk included for free when you sign up. And these are not like trial versions for like 30 days and then you get, then you have to pay for it. You get this for the entire year that you're here, the day that you sign up. You get TradingView's premium charting software right here. And that comes with real-time streaming data from Quote Media and Polygon. You get access to CBOE's data services. So all the options data, unusual options data, options flow, everything, dark pool data. You also get our version of FinViz's FinViz Elite's scanner, all real time, and you can set up the scanners the way that you want it. You get access to trade ideas that's streamed live in chat. I mean, the value of what you're getting from us far supersedes just even the courses and the alerts. So when somebody asks the question, oh, well, what is an experienced trader? What's their reasoning for being a part of this? The amount of tools that you get and the community that you get access to is second to none. These are all things that you're going to have to spend money on at some point anyways.
Yeah,
and you get them for free as part of True Trading Group. So
yeah, that I don't know if I don't know.
I
if
did.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So, anyways, just wanted to share that. And then, Mike, I know that you want to talk about how you want to make money tomorrow, what your game plan is for tomorrow. So I'll let you go ahead and do that. And that's it, man. Love coming on and having these conversations.
Awesome. Thanks for joining me. I think that was a really good conversation. Everybody give Adam a big thank you for coming on here and having those conversations with me. I think it's always great when Adam comes on and we have these discussions because, for those that don't know, Adam's not a trader. Okay. Adam is the business mind behind True Trading Group. He is the one responsible for the platform and make sure that all the things work and make sure that TTG as a business runs smoothly and continues to give you, the user, tremendous and infinite amounts of value and help with reaching your goals, right? I'm the trader. I'm the one that's going to come on here and with the other moderators, we're going to help you guys find and identify those opportunities in the market. So when he comes on and we have these discussions, it's great because he can come on and can have the discussion from the aspect of someone that's kind of learning about all of these things. And maybe I might just overlook something because I've been doing this for so long. And then we're able to kind of have those open discussions. And sometimes he asks a lot of the same questions that many of you might also be wondering. And then we can break that down and have a very candid and open conversation about very, very important topics. Whatever your views are, whatever your opinions are, you have to always make sure that you are open-minded to the discussion of whether the market's going to go up or down. If you blindfold yourself to the argument of the other side, whether you think the market's going up, don't blind yourself to the reasons why it could go down. If you think the market's going to go down, don't blind yourself on the reasons why the markets can go up. Stay neutral, stay fluid, analyze data as it comes forth, and continue to make the best decisions for your financial situation. And that's what we're going to do here. It's what we've been doing. That's what we're going to continue to do here inside of True Trading Group. I'd like to see how many people on the live stream right now that are not members of True Trading Group. Do me a favor and just type the letters TTG. If you are not a member of True Trading Group, guys, just do me a favor and just type the letters TTG if you are not a member of True Trading Group. Again, just go ahead and type the letters TTG if you guys are not a member of True Trading Group. I want to see how many people that we have that are on here. Let's see. We got Fozzie's. We got Momo, Sam, Wilson, Antoinette, TMS, Jeffrey, Victor, Marvin Castro, Tallman, Atlas Michael, Holloway, K. Pish, Kevin Castor, Bunny, M-Fo. Great, guys. Ellis Kwame. Excellent. We got a lot of new faces here. A lot of people that are not members of the TTG fam. Stock Sniper, welcome back. S2K Colin. Karen. We got a lot of new faces here on the live. Welcome all of you that are typing the letters TTG. Welcome all of you. All right, guys, I want to make sure that everybody that is typing the letters TTG, I do want to make sure that you all understand, because as I continue to tell people and as promised, the price of the TTG membership continues to go up on a daily basis as we work our way back up to our original price, which is $2,212 for the year. However, you guys are able to get a 48% discount here on this live stream up until midnight tonight. That would actually bring the price down to $11.50. So you guys can go to ttgoffer.com. You can enter the coupon code TTG121. That'll get you a 48% discount. The price drops to $11.50 for the entire year. And there are eight laptops available here this evening. That is it. Guys, we are trying our hardest to get our hands on more of them, but we were only able to get 8. All right. So the next 8 people that subscribe to the TTG platform, you will be getting yourself a brand new free laptop. We ship anywhere in the world. We cover the shipping costs. You live on planet Earth, we're going to get you that free laptop. You simply go to ttgoffer.com, enter TTG121 coupon code. If you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting one. You don't have to enter your address. You'll get a welcome email after you join. The welcome email will have instructions on how to claim that free laptop. It's going to be there an Asus, Acer, Dell, Lenovo, HP laptop. Again, it's totally free. We ship anywhere in the world. You do not have to enter that coupon. You don't have to enter your address, but you do have to manually enter the coupon code TTG121. Okay. Now, again, the price of this membership is going to continue to go up. It's already gone up every day here for the last couple of days. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It's going to go up again here at midnight tonight until eventually on Labor Day. The price is not going to be cheaper on Labor Day. This is the Labor Day sale. Okay. On Sunday at midnight, well, actually Monday at midnight, excuse me. So Labor Day, September 5th, Monday at midnight, the price is going to actually jump to $13.50. Okay, so you can get it right now for $11.50. Save yourself the $200. Why pay the $13.50? Right? It's not going to be cheaper on Labor Day than it is here today. So go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121, and you'll get the 48% discount. You get everything that's included on the platform for our courses and our tools. TTG is like Netflix. You pay the one price, you get access to everything that we have. You're going to get our entire 18-course curriculum, which is a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned when I worked at the fund in New York. Joe, if you maybe just post that syllabus link again for anybody that missed it earlier, you guys can go ahead. You can take a look at the syllabus and learn and see all of the topics and courses that you guys are going to be learning about. You're going to get $5,000 worth of premium tools from companies like Benzinga, TradingView, Quote Media, Trade Ideas, and more, guys. These tools would cost you $5,000 a year if you paid for them on your own. Don't do that. That's what makes TTG a platform. We've done the work for you. We've negotiated deals with these companies so we can offer their products on our platform so you don't have to pay for them. You're also going to get real-time trade alerts from myself and then the now 9 other professional traders that are part of the TTG team that sports a cumulative win rate over the last 2 years of just around 80% and access to the best damn community of traders and investors that all share the same goal to learn, trade, and profit together. And of course, our double your money back guarantee, which you most likely will not need, but it's very real and exists to give you all peace of mind. I did not stutter. Your internet connection is just fine. You are going to get a double your money back guarantee. It's actually quite simple how it works. You have 12 months. You don't have to do this all in 30 days. You have 12 months. Go through our courses, pass our quizzes, attend one study group. If you do those things and you still do not make the $11.50 membership fee back, if you don't make $11.50 at least once during those 12 months, I'm going to give you double your money. So I'll give you $2,300 back in return. That's how confident we are in our ability to help you guys become successful. Our track record speaks for itself. And although I can't guarantee you're going to be successful, I can share with you that we've only had to refund roughly 2.5% of our members since 2016. That's why I'm so confident in offering you the double your money back guarantee, because I know that we've only had to give it to 2.5% of our users. All right. I can also share with you that 78% of our members are renewing their membership. Our retention rate is 78% since we've started this company. And that is a testament to the education and the success that members are having. And lastly, we're 5-star rated on Trustpilot, 1,700 reviews. Go read them. Go check them out. Based on the reviews people leave, what members tell us, based on our refund rate and our retention rate, I can very confidently tell you that TTG has worked for thousands of people. And if you're willing to put forth a little bit of effort, I'm confident that it can work for you as well. And I'm willing to back that claim up with a double your money back guarantee. Everything that you're going to get with your membership, it's all on the checkout page. It's all listed there for you. It's all included for the $11.50. You don't pay $1 extra for courses. You don't pay $1 extra for tools or resources. You go to ttgoffer.com. You manually enter TTG121, click apply code, see a laptop, you're good to go. There's only 8 of them here this evening. Enter your info, check out. You don't have to enter your address. You'll get a welcome email with instructions how to claim the free laptop. If you're a trial, a previous trial, or a previous member, don't go to ttgoffer.com. The coupon code won't work for you. We've got to white label your email address. So if anybody is on this live stream and you're a trial, or previous member, and you want this $11.50 price point,
Mike.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy. It's my fault because I didn't put it in the notes, but we're actually weren't going to be doing that anymore.
Oh.
That's my fault.
Okay.
But you just said it. So we'll do it for tonight, but I'll make the change tomorrow, but there is no we're not going to be offering that to current trials or past trials anymore.
Oof. Okay. All right, guys. Well, all right. So there you go. Well, anyway, if you guys are previous trials or previous members, and you guys want the $11.50, you got to send a text message. And this is the last night that you're going to be able to do it. Otherwise, if you join our trial, it's going to cost you $14.20 to join the membership. But if you want the $11.50, you can do so here. You just have to send a text message to 786-505-4047. Again, it's 786-505-4047. Don't call that phone number. It's a text message only number, but don't hesitate. Just send a text to that phone number. any questions that you have. We'll answer any of your questions, and we'll get you guys hooked up and we'll get you taken care of. All right. So sorry for that, little sales pitch there, but I wanted to make sure that you all understand because we only have 8 laptops left. And I want to make sure that you guys are all able to take advantage of the free laptop and the $11.50 price point before the price moves up. We also do accept PayPal credit. Okay, we also do accept PayPal credit. That is one of the options that you all can use to purchase a membership to the TG platform. All right. So there you guys have that. And honestly, guys, if nothing else, I would just sign up for the trial. If you guys aren't sure that TGD is right for you, I would sign up for the trial. It's only $3. We charge $3 just to make sure that you're a real person. You go to TTG3 Again, that's TTG3 spelled out.com. It's a one-time payment of $3. You get access to the platform for 7 days, 7 full trading days. Weekends and holidays don't count. So Labor Day and the weekend, it's not going to count against your 7-day trial. So you guys can join us for here today. It's only $3. It's a one-time payment. There's no recurring payment. There's no automatic renewal. Okay. You don't get full access to the platform, but you do get sample courses and you get full access to our chat room, our scanner, and our news feed. Okay. So you get all of our stock alerts, you get 3 sample courses, you get the Benzinga Pro news feed. It's all for just $3. That's it for the entire 7 days. All right. So again, you go to TTG3 spelled out.com. You guys want to join our 7-day trial, all right? And see if True Trading Group is right for you all. Okay. All right. All right, guys, let's move on over to the SPY. And I kind of want to cover with you kind of what my thoughts are with regards to the markets here. Because if you've been watching my lives for the last 2 weeks, I've been telling you I've got a target here of 390, and we are fast approaching 390. We even got here faster than I was expecting us to get here, but here's 390. All right, and this is the level. This is the level that I'm looking at. Guys, also the code word for today. This is for members only. If you're not a member of True Trading Group, do not worry about this code word. This is part of a $5,000 giveaway that we do with members. So again, if you're not a member, don't worry about this code word. This is for members only. The code word for today is GEO. The code word for today is GEO. Guys, the code word for today is GEO. That's code word number 5 out of 18 for my teaching members that are keeping score of the $5,000 giveaway. All right. So we are getting pretty close to my 390 target. Why is 390 a level that I'm looking at? Well, quite simple. It's a very, very important level. There you have the gap fill from your CPI data. There you have resistance in June, and there you have resistance in July. Okay. And then you'll see that this then became a level of support. All right. So this is what I'm looking at. So there's your fake, there's your gap fill, right? There it is from CPI. There's your resistance. There's your support. That's why I'm looking for 390 as my target here on this pullback. Okay. That's why I'm looking at 390 for this pullback. Now, when we get down to this 390, that should coincide with your CPI data for the month of August. Okay. Now, if we overshoot 390, I'm not necessarily going to be looking to add in my long-term portfolio at 390. I'm looking for, does inflation continue to come down significantly in the month of August in order for me to add at that 390 area is what I'm going to look for. So I'm looking for the market to get down towards that 390. And then if we can sit and relax and find our footing in this area, then you get CPI, you have the possibility of this pullback, then experiencing a little bit of a bounce if that CPI number continues to come down. And then you have a potential reverse head and shoulders that is set up here in the overall market. So I'm looking for that 390 level, guys. I do think we're going to get there here pretty shortly. We got to welcome Tao. Tao is the newest member of the TG family. There is now just 7 of those laptops remaining. Everybody welcome Tao. 7 laptops. Guys, I'm sorry, we were only able to get 8 of them here this evening, so we've got 7 of them left. So welcome Tao. All right. Remember, guys, go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121, and that is how you will be able to get the 48% discount and the free laptop. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that is how you know you're getting one. You did not have to enter your address to claim it. You will get a welcome email with instructions on how to claim the free laptop after you join. If you have any questions about the membership, simply send a text message to 786-505-4047. The phone number is right there at the bottom of your screen. All right, so today we broke beneath a pretty key level in the SPY too, the 50-day moving average. The 50-day moving average sat at 400. All right, so there's 400. That was the 50-day moving average. Now, what you will see today is we broke that level, bounced back, and then it became resistance on you today. It became resistance on you today. So we broke the 50-day, could not get back above it. That's a bearish sign. Okay. That's not necessarily something that makes me look at that and say, okay, hey, we're looking for a big rip to the upside now. We got to welcome William, though. William just grabbed another one of those laptops, guys. That means we are down to just 6. These laptops are going to fly. 6 remaining laptops, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. And that is how you guys can get the 48% discount. Congrats to everybody that signed up in August, guys. Hundreds of you signed up here in August. The TG fam has now gotten up to over 10,000 members strong from all over the world. So hundreds of you just joined up here in August. So congratulations to all of my new TTG fam. You guys all know who you are. There's hundreds of you that took advantage of this discount here. So welcome to all of our new family members. So this blue line on my screen, see this blue line, this dark blue line? That's your 50-day moving average. And today we cracked underneath it. Okay, today you cracked underneath it. It also lined up with this previous little pivot high from right here. You cracked underneath it. Chris, we got to welcome Chris. Chris is the newest member of the family. Guys, now there's only 5 laptops. So these laptops are going quick. I would jump on one of these now. I wouldn't even wait. I would not even wait for me to finish talking. I would just open up a new web browser right now and go to ttgoffer.com and enter the code TTG121. All right. Grab yourself one of those free laptops. As long as you see a laptop on your checkout cart, that is how you know that you're getting one. All right. So Chris, welcome to the family. All right. So what we do for tomorrow now, guys, I mean, I don't think the markets are just going to just continue to go, in this straight line. You got to just look to short bounces at this point down to 390 is really what I'm going to be looking for. So it's like I'm just going to, whenever the markets experience a bit of a bounce, I'm going to look where are my resistance levels, and I'm just going to try to stay on the short side of the trade. I'm just going to try to stay on the short side of the trade is really what I'm going to continue to try to do. We were short-minded all year. We were long-minded there in July and August. And then in the middle of August, we switched back up to be short-minded. And then we're going to see if we get that move down to 390. So I'm still looking short down to 390. We got to welcome Jen and Bill. Jen and Bill, welcome. There are now just 3. These are going fast. 3 laptops now remain. ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. Remember, if you have any questions about the membership, don't hesitate. Send a text. 786-505-4047. Welcome, Jen and Bill. You guys are savages for these free laptops, man. Whenever we have these free laptops, you guys just swallow them up whole. Okay, so guys, that's what I'm looking at there for the SPY. I will tell you, I will also give you one ticker symbol. So I still remain bearish on the SPY. I think we have more downside. I'm going to give you one ticker symbol that I just want you to just pay attention to this thing for tomorrow. It's AVYA. The reason why I want you to pay attention to AVYA it's done a nice job of holding this support level around 120. I'll go to a 15-minute chart and I'll show it to you. See this little level of resistance that you had here? Then you broke above it, and then it became support, and now it's still holding above this area. Just keep an eye on AVYA. Stock's got a nice little short position on it, and you have this gap. It's a big gap to fill. If this thing gets going, you can experience a bit of a short squeeze that can take this thing up to $2. So I am going to watch this AVYA. It is a cheap one. It's a $1.36 stock. It's a small cap, but we're going to keep an eye on this. I just want you to just keep an eye on it. It's on my watch list for a potential move up to $2. Again, if we stay above 120, you have the potential to see the stock get up to $2. And this is something that I'm stalking very closely. And if it does start to give me that move, I will be all over this. All right. And so will my TG fam. So I want to bring this to all of your attention. Guys, remember, there's only 3 laptops left. As long as you see one in your checkout cart, that's how you know that you are going to be getting one. There it is, right there on the checkout cart. So you see that? That is how you know you're going to be getting one of the free laptops. And Jessica, oh boy. Guys, that's it. We got 2 left. Everybody welcome Jessica. Jessica, welcome to the Teachy family. There's now just 2 laptops remaining. You guys are jumping on these things quick. Guys, I would hurry up. 2 left. TTGoffer.com. TTG121 coupon code. 48% discount, free laptop, double your money back guarantee. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting one. All right, these are going fast. Remember, send a text 786-505-4047. All right, guys. So there you have it, gang. All right, there you have it. So we're going to keep an eye on that AVYA. All right. I think Bed Bath & Beyond, I think, is good for more downside. And the SPY is good for more downside. All right, so we're going to continue to lean on this. The semiconductors have been weak. We're going to stay short on semiconductors. We covered the last – also update. So I shorted AMD yesterday, so full update. I covered the remaining piece of AMD today, and AMD just fell out of bed today. So we shorted AMD yesterday up here and took our final profits off today as AMD broke through yesterday's lows and this thing extended to the downside. So I am flat now. AMD, that was a really good trade for us to the short side from yesterday. If you guys caught my live stream yesterday, I told you that we were short AMD, and I took my final profits off the table today. So I now have no open position on AMD. I am flat that. So if you guys, like I said, if you saw the live stream yesterday, final profits off the table today. Amar, 1 laptop remains. Everybody welcome Amar. 1 laptop remaining. That is it. Wow. Amar, 1 laptop remains, guys. TTGoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting that last and final one. All right. All right, guys. So there you have it. So that's kind of how I plan on making money here going forward. That's a stock that I'm looking at there for tomorrow, and where I stand with regards to the overall markets. And I gave you the update on my AMD position. It's a beautiful trade for us. Congratulations, all my TC members that made money on AMD and or NVIDIA on the back of the analysis on that trade yesterday. So sound off in chat. Tell me how you guys did. I'd love to hear when the whole team hits. And there it is, folks. We're done. Eileen, welcome to the family. There's 0 now. No more laptops. So we are going to switch things up here. Adam, we have some Kindles, I think. Yeah. All right. So we have some Kindles now. So, all right. So that's it. We just ran out of laptops. So the 8 laptops are now completely sold out. We have Amazon Kindle Fire HD 10s now remaining. So anyone else that goes to ttgoffer.com now, you will see an Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet in your checkout cart. Okay, you are no longer going to see a laptop. Now you will see a Kindle. Still cool. It's still a free electronic. It's an Amazon Kindle Fire HD10. It's totally free. All right. So the next people that join, as long as you see the Kindle in your checkout cart, we've got 15 of the Kindles. So you can go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121, get the 48% discount, get the free Kindle, get the double your money back guarantee, and get your butt in chat. All right. Does anybody have any questions about what I have discussed and what I have covered here this evening? Now would be the time to ask or forever hold your peace. Don't be shy, guys. Type some questions in chat if you guys have any before we wrap things up here. No questions. Nobody has any questions. Where is AMD a long-term buy? I like AMD in the 70s. AMD in the 70s, I think, is a great area for a long-term buy. AMD in the 70s. And if it gets into the 60s, you bet your butt. I'm a buyer of AMD in here. Okay, so this area right here, in my long-term portfolio, I will be a buyer of AMD in my long-term portfolio right down inside of this area. Now, full disclosure, I added a big fat chunk of AMD all the way back here at 45. Okay. And then I sold a big chunk of AMD here last year. Okay. So I'm going to be looking to add back. I already added back a little piece of AMD this year right here. This is where I did add a little piece back to AMD there. And then I will add another chunk back to AMD down here. So this is where I'm going to be looking for my ads, okay, on AMD. Adam, can you actually pull up the specs on the Kindle, like what people are going to be getting? There you guys have it. So guys, there's the Kindle. Right, so that is what you're going to be getting. So the next 15 people, we sold out of laptops. We had 8 laptops to start. We completely sold out of laptops. We have now switched things up now. The next 15 people, we have 15 of these. We had 8 laptops. They sold out. Now we got 15 of these Kindles. That's going to be what you guys are going to get for free when you join the TGG family. Okay? All right, guys, so that wraps up the educational aspect of the live stream. If you have no interest in joining the TGG membership at all, then you guys are doing yourself a massive disservice. But you can sign off the live stream, okay? Because I'm done with the educational stuff. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and smash the like button first before you go. And if you are interested in a membership, hang tight. The next 5 minutes, I will show you what you're actually going to be getting with your membership to True Trading Group. Because, like I said, all of the courses, all the tools, they're all included. Larry Braunstein, can we get your long-term portfolio? Larry, sure. You got to be a member of True Trading Group and you'll get my long-term portfolio. As a YouTube viewer, you will not. All right. So let me show you guys the actual platform that is True Trading Group. Okay. So you guys can see for yourself exactly what you are going to be getting access to when you guys join the platform. All right. Because like I said, the courses and tools are all included. There's no upsells for any courses or tools. Of course, you're going to get our chat room where the
real quick. We are not too intelligent over here, my friend. I've been calling them Amazon Kindle Fire HDs. It's just the Amazon Fire tablet. Kindles are the reader.
Okay.
I have been called for this entire time. I thought it was an Amazon Kindle Fire HD10, but it's just somebody just pointed that out to me, and I went and I've been like looking it up. I'm like, wow, because even on our invoices it says Amazon Kindle Fire HD10, like from our wholesalers. But I'm looking at like multiple articles right now, and yeah, it's the Amazon Fire HD tablet.
Sweet. Yeah, Doc goes Fire HDs are bomb.
Yeah, they are. That's what it is. It's the Fire HD10. It's the newest Fire HD tablet. We get those like all day.
Yeah, they're dope as hell. So
yeah, I think some people maybe hear Kindle and they're like, why do I need a reader? Got it. We have to change that. All right. Yay.
So we got a couple of questions. Do you trade options on the SPY? Yes. Do you trade futures in the group? Asks Anthony. Yes. So the answer to both those questions is yes, yes, yes. Again, guys, I'm not the only trader here in True Trading Group. There's 9 other professional traders that are calling out trades throughout the course of a trading day. All right. So let me show you what you're going to get, right? You're going to get the chat room, of course, where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the mic. We're calling out trades. We're with you from 7:30 a.m. Eastern all the way up until the market closes. We're not gone after 2 hours when you're left to fend for yourself. You're going to get the mobile app as well. The mobile app lets you be connected to chat and listen to the audio analysis, even if you're not in front of your computer. And you're going to get real-time push notifications through the mobile app whenever one of our moderators executes a trade. So whenever we enter or exit a trade, you are going to get a real-time push notification to notify you. That is how so many of our members are able to capitalize on the platform while working full-time jobs. You're also going to get 2 private study group sessions with one of our head traders so that you can ask questions to help speed up your learning curve. You're going to get the Benzinga Pro real-time news feed and Squawk Box, which is worth over $1,000 alone if you went to Benzinga directly. Don't do that. It is free with your membership when you join TTG for $11.50. That's the value of our platform. We've spent years building relationships with these companies, so you do not have to pay for this stuff. You also get TradingView's premium charting software. That costs you about $600 a year. Not when you join True Trading Group. It's free. You're going to get the Trade Ideas scanner. That's a few $100. It'll make sure you're always focused on the hottest stocks during the day. Don't pay it. It's free on your TTG platform when you guys join True Trading Group for the $11.50. The ET&A simulator, Adam showed it to you earlier. You can trade stocks and options with fake money with real-time data, so you can practice. This will cost you just under $1,000 a year. If you go to ET&A directly, it's free with your membership when you join True Trading Group. You're going to be able to use our own scanner that lets you create custom scans. You're going to get dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, stuff that used to only be available to professionals. Now it is at the fingertips of TTG members. That is how we level the playing field. Full trading performance journal. That's going to track all of your trades. So you can see what you're doing wrong and what you need to improve on. You're going to get a social sentiment scanner that's going to go through Reddit, StockTwits, and Twitter and tell you what ticker symbols are being mentioned most on those platforms, so you can stay ahead of the crowd. You're going to get analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in, so you can see how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating. And then you're going to get our watch list. Every day the mods publish a watch list. It's going to tell you what stocks we're looking at and how we plan on trading it. You get access to that. And then, of course, the courses. The courses are a simplified version of what I learned when I worked at a hedge fund in New York. There's beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it. We've got it. It's all in text and video. There's no upsells for additional courses. There's no VIP courses that cost more money after you join. Every course is included for just the $11.50, and that price is going to go up here at midnight tonight, folks. So make sure you guys jump on the $11.50 before the price goes up. It will not be cheaper for Labor Day. On Labor Day at midnight, price is going to go to $13.50. And with the next 15 people that sign up by going to ttgoffer.com using the coupon code TTG121, you're going to get yourself not just a 48% discount, but a brand new Amazon Fire HD10 tablet. All right. And then in addition to the courses, you're going to get a video library. The video library has 300 hours of additional educational video content. These are workshops and webinars like how to grow a small account, how to trade, work at a full-time job, how to build a long-term portfolio. And then you can attend all these workshops live when you guys become a full-time member of True Trading Group. The ball's in your court. It's your choice. Now, I can't guarantee you're going to be successful just because you joined True Trading Group, but I can guarantee you that if you don't make your $11.50 back at least once after going through our courses, passing our quizzes, and attending a study group, I'm going to give you back $2,300. I'm going to give you double your money. That's how confident I am in our platform's ability to help you guys reach your goals. It's time you invested in something real, something that has value that can actually help you guys reach your goals. So go to ttgoffer.com, enter that coupon code TTG121. As long as you see Amazon Fire HD tablet in your checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting one. There's only 15 of them for the rest of the evening here today. If you have questions about this membership, send a text to 786-505-4047. And lastly, if you're still unsure that the platform is right for you, join us for 7 days and then make a decision. Go to ttgthree.com. That's ttg3.com. That's our trial. It's $3. We charge $3 to make sure you're a real person. There's no recurring payment. There's no automatic renewal. It's just a one-time payment of $3, and that's it. You're never charged on anything ever again. All right. So you guys can join us. Weekends and holidays do not count against your 7 days. You get a full 7 days in chat with us. Join the trial. Get your butts in chat. Trade through this environment with myself, the other mods, and the rest of the THG family. Thanks for joining me tonight, folks. Hope this was helpful. Subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button. Turn on your notifications.